Hey YouTube, this is RoadDog326 coming back at you again with another G.I. Joe Pursuit of Cobra review. This time we'll be looking at the Cobra Alley Viper. Currently one of the more sought after figures due to they only packaged one per case. I don't know how many of each come in a case, but I know it's more than one. I know, except for the Alley Viper and the Chase Cobra Commander. So right now, he is, I guess he's just as rare as the Chase Cobra Commander in certain ways. Which is pretty cool, because he is really nice, and I'm very happy I did find him just yesterday at my local Walmart. So, it was Walmart, right? Might have been Target. I went to a lot of places yesterday looking for toys. I don't really know why, because I only get G.I. Joes pretty much, and as of right now I have all of the Wave 1 for single cards. I think I just have to review this, and then Storm Shadow, I believe. And then that, I think, is all of them. Oh, and Snow Job. I do have them all, though. I just haven't reviewed all of them. Anyway, go on to the packaging. Just the same as, you know, the other Cobras. Got Cobra symbol number 1007 Alley Vipers. Says G.I. Joe. Got a nice picture of the Alley Viper there. Alley Viper, Cobra Urban Trooper. This file card. Let you read that on your own time. Mission equipment. Clip and collect character IDs. It's one of the city strikes, obviously. Visit GIJoe.com, which I visited the other day, and it's totally redone for a Pursuit of Cobra theme, which is really neat. Made me happy. And then obviously the background is the map of the world. Only half of the United States, though. Not sure why, since G.I. Joe is a real American hero, yet they show basically every other country but most of the U.S. So, bring the camera back in and actually bring in the figure right here. Alley Viper. Looks real nice. Just like the other figures in the line. Nicely detailed. He's kind of got like a head that kind of reminds me of like Sub-Zero or Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. Because it's got like even these little holes right here. Make it look even more like a Mortal Kombat character. Take that off, go over that later. On his vest, he has some pouches, a gold-colored grenade, and this knife that does come out. Kind of short, but whatever. He's got, on like his elbow, this nice band that's like multicolored. It's like a black and white stripes. On this wrist, he has another knife that comes out. That one was in there really tight. I don't even think I took that one out. I just assumed that it came out. He does have this Cobra insignia on his right arm, but it's not painted in, and it's kind of crudely like stamped in. It doesn't look great. He's just got some other pouches on his back, you know, a peg. He's got that same black and white alternated stripes right there on his right leg. Go over his articulation. You got a 360 on the head, 360 on the arm. They go out and in. Bend at the elbow, 360 swivel at the elbow, 360 swivel at the wrist, mid-torso. Legs move forward, back, out and in. Double jointed knees, 360 swivel on the foot, and they go down, and I guess kind of up. That's angled up, right? Yeah. Standard articulation. Does obviously come with a base, as does every other single-carded figure. He looks really cool. Definitely one of my favorites in the line, but really they all are. The only one I really didn't care for that much is Snake Eyes. He was kind of disappointing. Go over his accessories. One, he does come with this backpack. As you see here, with a peg right here for one of his weapons, which we will go over in a second, if I can remember which weapon it was. I think it was this. No one's seeing this right now, because, yeah, it is. No one saw that. That's a little secret for later. Does peg into his back just fine. Stays in there. It's really hollowed out, and it almost feels like 80s plastic. Like, kind of feels like the plastic that came on the old rock slide. I don't know. I don't remember if that's what they called it back in the 80s, but like the engine cover, that's the kind of plastic it feels like. Really hollow, really, I want to say flimsy, really light though. Well, it's not that big of a deal. He does come with multiple helmets. One of them is this gas mask, who I know it to have come with Shock Blast in the Rise of Cobra 2-pack with like a, oh man, I can't remember who it was. It was some Cobra ninja with a swivelly sword I can't remember. It was one of my first Rise of Cobra toys, but not important. We're on to a better line now, so get over it. It is kind of big, so you can see right through. I'm going to start speeding it up a little bit. Sorry. Starting to get on the upper half of the later half of the review. He comes with this other helmet with these goggles that do come off, and you can just put the goggles on if you wanted to, but I'm not a huge fan of it. It is what he has on the cover, but the goggles are over the top of the mask, kind of like that. And then it's on his head. That's what he looks like on the cover. You can see back there. Forgot there was a zoom. It's a terrible zoom. Forget about it. Not important. Take that off. Then we got the mask that I have him with. It's this red mask with like a Cobra stamp right there in red, so it's kind of harder to see. But one on the top too that's black, and it's basically this unable to be seen through visor that lifts up, probably for when he's like in urban combat, so to protect his face from bullets. He's basically like a human shield. And segueing into human shield is his riot shield that he comes with. Probably his most notorious item he comes with. Really nice design, red, nice plastic, got the white stripes and a black Cobra symbol. It does fit on his hand. It's kind of just like this bar. And really, it's compared to the size of riot shields in real life, it's really not that big. Seeing as how riot shields cover basically like whole bodies in real life, sort of covers about maybe a little less than half. Still an awesome accessory nonetheless, which does even have storage right there for something that we'll get to. Next, he comes with this strange crossbow-like gun that I don't really like because it's got a scope, but as you can see, since this is vertical and not horizontal like a crossbow usually is, the scope would just stare directly into the back of the bow, which would mean that he can't see anywhere. It does fit well in his hands, and storage on the back of this backpack. That peg right there pegs into the trigger hole and sets securely on his backpack. Next, he comes with this, I don't know what you'd call this, maybe like some submachine gun, maybe like a UMP or an MP something or other. It does fit nicely in both of his hands. No storage for this one, however, but not a huge deal. And then, last but not least, he comes with probably my favorite accessory, not counting the riot shield, is this nightstick with the two handles. I like having him hold it, upside down like this. And then when it's like this, like a little point comes out of here, probably, and like he stabs Storm Shadow, and then everyone gets mad and hates that entire movie. Wait, what? What did I just say? Huh. Oh well. Thought I said something. But it does fit nicely like that, up like this, around like this. You can almost pretend it's a gun. I've used more far-fetched looking things for guns than that. Hold it just like that. He can hold it in any way. Both of the handles are basically the same size, and they do fit in both of his hands really well. And I believe that storage that's on the back of the riot shield is for this. Not entirely sure, but let's find out. Yeah, that looks convincing enough for me. just because there would be no reason for it to hold that crossbow, and it definitely doesn't hold this or any of his helmets. So, we're basically needing to wrap it up because I'm almost out of time. Last but not least, we'll just go over here. His accessories again. There's him. His crossbow, SMG, nightstick, riot shield, helmet 1, helmet 2, helmet 3. This was Road Doc 326. Hope you enjoyed the review. I'll see you next time.